Hello my dear friends! In today's video we will review chapter 1.5 Growth and Evolution. What happens when a business grows? How do companies expand and what challenges do they face? Let's dive into growth and evolution in the business. Firstly, any business that wants to expand, it needs economies of scale. Economies of scale is actually lower cost per unit by producing huge volumes. However, these economies of scale are when cost per unit is rising with output as well. You can see it here, where average cost declines, resulting in economies of scale, and rising, resulting in diseconomies of scale. We have two options of economies of the scale for the businesses: internal and external. Internal economies of scale is when a company makes the larger scale within the organization. There are different reasons for that. It can be financial, managerial, production, marketing, and purchasing. The examples are expanding by selling more, opening new branches, launching new products. External economies of scale arise from having specialized backup services, actually available in a particular region where firms are located. The examples are new production methods, transportation modes, and government tax breaks. Moreover, there are external and internal growth of the businesses. Internal growth occurs when an organization expands, using its, of course, own resources without involving other organizations. But external growth, also known as inorganic growth, occurs when a business relies on third-party organizations. There are particular methods such as mergers and acquisitions, takeovers, joint ventures, strategic alliances, and franchising. Merger is when two businesses combine to form a new company. Two companies can be in the same industry, so the firm will get more market share. The example are Disney and Pixar. Acquisition is when one company buys another through purchasing of shares to have a majority of stake. The example is Microsoft and Blizzard. As for takeovers, it happened when a company buys another, but it can be hostile or friendly. The example is when Elon Musk buys Twitter. Joint venture is something special. It arises only when two businesses create a new project together. It is different. The example is BMW and Toyota. They cooperate on research into hydrogen fuel cells and ultra-lightweight materials. Strategic alliances are when two or more businesses join forces to benefit from growth and without any fundamental changes to their own long-term strategies. The example is Starbucks and Barnes & Noble. Franchising is when the franchisor, who gives the right, let others, franchisees, use their brand and business. The excellent example is McDonald's. But let's think why business want to stay small and does not want to expand. The reasons are independence, control, ownership, flexibility, niche marketing, and closer relationship with customers. Moreover, it is more easier to set up. Then why business should grow then? We can name the reasons as well. Logically, any business wants to expand because it can get benefit from economies of scale, more financial resources, less probability of fail, and competitive edge. Let's briefly recap. Economies of scale is when the cost-saving benefits for the businesses can get operate in a large scale. There can be internal and external. Internal is the economies of scale within the organization. External is the economies of scale of having backup services. Furthermore, business can grow internally and externally. Logically, doing it internally is having its own forces. Externally is when a company uses different methods. As we already mentioned, merger and acquisitions, takeovers, joint ventures, strategic alliances, and franchising. This is the end of Chapter 1.5, Growth and Evolution. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and stay tuned. Bye bye.